A plus-size model recently shared several revealing photos of herself in a bikini on Twitter, and it was met with, at this point, 74 million views, and it then sparked a debate about what men prefer in women. Mostly a conversation about female intrasexual competition, why it seems that women complement each other when they're objectively making themselves less attractive. And then I dug into this model's responses to the whole controversy, and she was parroting exactly the same talking points you would expect. But first off, let's show the pictures.
Sorry, I had to tweet Clark Kent as a Kansas man really quick. Okay, here are the pictures.
So first off, people were comparing her to a plus-size version of Megan Fox.
Okay.
They were also saying that she looks like a mix of Megan Fox, Kate Winslet, and Sabrina Carpenter in one, if they all like were 60 pounds overweight. She is, if you look at her, I mean, she definitely has a face card. I can't deny that. And they were right. She looks like Megan Fox.
74 million people have looked at this.
She looks like she could be like Megan Fox's
Oh,
sister.
and then she added at the bottom, and another one to piss off all
Yes.
of the fat-phobic men in my replies. But I'm sure there's plenty of non-fat-phobic men who said nice things about her
Here
as
were a
well.
few of the responses from men. Would smash, but I'm not taking her out in public or telling my friends. Another one said, low-carb diet, you'll thank us later. Another one said, would women be supportive if she was a 10? No, they don't see her as a threat. They pity her and virtue signal that they're kind in the replies. Another reply from a female said, if you want to understand intrasexual female competition, look at all the replies of this tweet. No guy I know would call this hot, but girls are flooding the comments with slay queen because she's not a threat. It's not support. It's a strategy. And then another reply from a female said, straight men are calling this woman ugly, and that's why the birth rate is declining. There were, to be fair, plenty of men in the replies who were simping for her, and they were saying that she is objectively attractive in their opinion, and then just as many men saying that she's repulsive because of her weight.
Well, those are the fat-phobic men that she added the photo of.
She actually did respond to this with several more photos saying, body fat this, lose weight that, have you considered I don't care and I'm really hot? Another one, she said, unfortunately for half of Twitter, I woke up still plus-sized and still really beautiful again. And then she said, if I can handle this massive hate on this scale, then you can wear that bikini to the beach, go to the pool, try out a new hobby, wear jeans you're insecure about, and enjoy your body to the fullest. I'm not letting it stop me. Please don't let society's preconceived notions of what is beautiful and what's not stop you from living your life. What someone says about your appearance reflects on them alone, not you. You have to realize someone with so much hate in their heart is far more miserable than you could ever be wearing a bikini at the beach. Get out there.
I think that that's a certain level of cope to think that everybody who says something mean to you a little bit on the internet is just a miserable person. Sometimes people are just jerks once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just weird to like have a crazy chip on your shoulder like that.
Is there like here's the thing. There is no that I can think of, unless somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. There is no guy's version of this because the guy version of this just means they're funny.
Yeah, like the fatter you are.
Fat
the
guy
funnier you are,
is funny and therefore successful. There isn't like fat dude with a face card that I can think of. Like,
yeah.
I mean, if there is, it's me, and I'm the fat dude with the face card. But like, I can't think of like a Hollywood example of like a dude who they're like, wow, look at that jawline, but damn, dude looks like Dumbo on the bottom half.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, with her, like, I saw this discourse yesterday. Like, look, I grew up in Memphis, and if you know anything about Memphis, she would be like anorexic there. So
definitely depends on where you live, like what you think is fat.
I was seeing her, I was like, wow, she's slim. Like,
Right.
coming from Memphis.
That's why people say like someone's a New York 6 or an Illinois 8, whatever it may be. I have several thoughts. First off, you don't post pictures of yourself in a bikini if you're not soliciting opinions about how you look, both positive and negative. She probably anticipated that this would reach people who find her unattractive, who would say so, and that was probably part of the goal in her posting it. I don't think anyone should post pictures of themselves nearly naked or fully naked online in general, regardless of whether anyone believes you've earned the right to do so based on your physique. And also, given the fact that she is a professional model, she has received all the validation she could possibly ever need for her looks. She's literally paid to pose in magazines or model products or clothing. This is her career. So clearly people have recognized you for your attractive qualities. Why are you still fishing for more feedback from the internet?
She's hungry for feedback, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insatiable, even. Right? So I don't know. Then the conversation about men's preferences, are they being too picky and this is why birth rates are declining? No, I don't think so. Look at the girlfriends of any guy that you know in real life. You know, they're not 10s. They don't look like Megan Fox, and they're not supermodels. So where is this energy in real life? Like, the guys commenting negative stuff on this post do not have nearly as high of standards as they claim to online.
I mean, it's
They're
like
posturing.
it's like you were talking about yesterday about it's the id coming out.
Yes.
You're unable to stop yourself, and it's the first thought, and you just engage in the worst aspects of your persona with stuff like this.
But then when it comes to the replies from women, I do agree that some of them are laying on the praise very thick because it's a form of virtue signaling. And I think that most of the women complimenting her probably would not want to look like her. At least they wouldn't want to be her weight. I know I certainly wouldn't want to be her weight. I think she's objectively beautiful in the face, and there is a certain tragedy in being gorgeous in the face and doing yourself a disservice by being overweight and unhealthy. So, you know, there are just so many angles to this, and it just became like a proxy for like the ongoing battle of the sexes online, it seems.
I mean, that's the other reason to post stuff like this is it gets high engagement and you get a lot of followers off something like this. I mean, if this is what she does for work, then it pushes people to her other platforms where she likely has brand deals, where the larger her follower count is, the more she can ask for per marketing campaign.
It's just like it's a way to siphon everything off, because if you know any overweight women, you go to their Instagrams, you're not going to see like her like male friends or followers in the comments just like cooking her.
Right.
Yeah, so this is like she's clearly trying to be provocative. I do agree, like, yeah, women that are very attractive, if you go to their comment section, it's going to be very dry. And then you go to women that are, you know, face the mother could love.
Yeah.
And the comments are glazing galore.
That's like me. That's why I say on the show, I have a face for radio.
Yeah. So if you're ever getting a lot of compliments of how attractive you are, you should actually be really nervous.
Right. Like, whether you're getting excessive praise or excessive insult online doesn't say that much about how you objectively look. Actually, it does say more about the people who are saying those things.
And I think she's ugly because of her attitude. She's got an attitude problem.
It's also weird because she's flip-flopping between taking this tone of like love and light and happiness and be you and like be comfortable in who you are.
That's a marketing ploy.
Blah, blah, blah. But then on the other hand, she's taking this snarky tone.
That's what I always say. The meanest person you know has be kind in their bio.
Yeah.
That is without fail. Because the person who says to be kind says that because they love to be awful to people who aren't kind.
And then likewise, like the most brutally like racist guy you know, who like his Twitter is just like would put him on an EU no-fly list, and he'd give you the shirt off his back. Yep. Greatest guy.
I was watching this video yesterday. It was I posted. It's like these two guys throwing a baseball back and forth. It says how little guys know about each other, and it's like he throws the ball. It's like, oh, so how's dating going? He's like, I've been married for 6 years actually.
Yeah.
And then like they've been friends their whole lives and they know nothing about each other.
Oh, it's 100% true.
You know, it's dichotomous.
When it comes to men posting pictures of themselves, like, do you guys compliment other men on how they look?
Only in the setting if it's like a gym physique, but it's not complimenting how they look as like you're attractive. It's like, oh, you know,
Respect
like the triceps look good.
work.
What's your technique? That sort of thing.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever taken the time to comment on a person's like selfie photo.
As an avid commenter on male photos, I'm a bit of an expert. No, but yeah, it's like totally out of control. With like this whole thing is just so, because we had to rehash the same conversation of like, you know, the women, how they view like what was the word, comparison, like,
the intersexual competition.
Yeah, the
between
intersexual
women.
competition. It's like, we've done this, like,
We're
just
reheating those nachos.
oh, like, modest is hottest. This has been established. Put a t-shirt on, tweet something funny. Right?
Well, ironically, she probably looks better in a bikini than in clothes.
Oddly enough.
Yeah, well, I think that's the problem, is everyone looks that way. So that's why modest is hottest.
And you said that people were calling her Fat Megan Fox.
They were. Yeah.
Okay, that's. I mean,
Megan Fox is her doppelganger. Like, that is true.
Didn't we cover something about this similar, like recently in the last couple of months, about somebody who had the same thing, who was like, maybe it's the same person
who also looks like Megan Fox?
Yes. It could have been the same person for all I know.
I don't recall.
It's the problem with this job.
Megan Fox is also millennial hot. Like, my generation never found her like, unbelievably hot, but like millennial men, it's like the eyes shoot out the head, they hit themselves in the head with the mallet.
Well, then what is it for Zoomer men? Who is the Megan Fox of Gen Z?
I don't think we have like a sex icon like they had, where it was like ubiquitous.
You're not allowed to.
It's not Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, it's probably Sydney Sweeney. Yeah.
That's weird, because when I think of Sydney Sweeney, I think of millennial men still.
You know what? Yeah, there are
like
still
Livy Dunn's a good example.
Oh, true.
Where it's like millennial men are like, I don't get it, and then Zoomer men would like kill themselves.
Well, no, like the Zoomer men are into all of the accoutrement, like of a girl who has a certain aesthetic that she can buy from Hot Topic.
Yeah, there's like an additional. The emo thing is weird.
Yeah.
I've seen guys like self-flagellate over over emo women. It's really weird. I don't really get it.
Or goth chicks.
So it's not really about objective metrics at that point. It's just like any attractive woman could adopt that aesthetic.
Yeah, it's probably because like Zoomer men don't have healthy views of women in general. So like,
I mean, I would say like most people don't have a healthy view of the opposite sex at this point.
Oh yeah, it's women's the same
general.
exact way. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not like saying it's an anti-man thing.
Yeah.
But
these conversations are interesting on the show, but these types of threads, I don't even read them, because I'm just like,
I know what's going to be said.
I know everything that's going to be said, and I know that the person who benefits the most is whoever started the discussion, which means it's not there to be honest. It's just there for engagement.
Well, it sucks for her is because she didn't buy a Twitter Blue or whatever, so she missed out on the 74 million views. She did it all for nothing.
Right.
For the love of that's what somebody said yesterday. They posted a picture of Epstein. They said, no blackmail, no crime, just a perv for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Like just evil for the love of the game.
He was procuring all of those prostitutes just for himself. We are expected to believe that.
Be wary of all of the discussions like this around the gender wars. They grow tiresome.
Definitely.
They really do. And her response about calling everyone fat phobic is about the most predictable response you could ever get. So.
Which she can have like some nuanced take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could lose a few.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what the lady was like in the segment yesterday.
I didn't know.
Like, if she did lose a few, if she did take the advice of the people insulting her and became skinny, she might not have the same career that she has as a plus-size model. So she has a particular interest in staying the way she is.
God loved her so much, he made a little extra of her. There's nothing wrong with that. She's big boned. That was that's the colloquialism.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.